you mentioned telling truth to power. In the year 2000, you conducted a pre-seminar survey of Page Society members and discovered that there are 3 levels of public relations leadership. At that time, when you got the results back, you were kind of disappointed that so many members were still reporting to staff or operating officers and not to their CEOs. Could you talk about your findings? And again, you're hitting this, but the current state of that counseling relationship.
Well, we did this survey, and basically what it came out with is there were 3 groups, but if you kind of cut them into 2, there were a group who were doing pretty well. They were reporting to the top people. They were at the table. And there were a group that weren't. And the group that wasn't sort of got up every morning and put on a hair shirt. And they whined a lot about they didn't get any respect, they didn't get to report to the right people. And basically what came out of that was both groups had created their own environment. Because the group that was reporting up believed in this profession, and they believed what we did had great value, and were willing to put it on the line. They were willing to go to someone, if we're talking about produce or protect, and saying, I can increase the business of this organization because I can increase its reputation, I can increase what people think about us, or I can protect it, or I can move that product, whatever it may be, whatever piece of business we're talking about within the profession. The other group didn't even really believe in itself or believe it could do that. And I hate to be gross, but I mean, CEOs could smell it on them, that they didn't have that confidence. Because when you looked at the results, the people who were whining that they didn't get respect probably didn't deserve it. And again, it comes, I think, from confidence. I mean, we're talking about ROI today in our profession. We're talking about actually putting numbers to it. The advertising profession for years puts out an ad, then they do their own research and say, look, everybody loves it, and look how much our sales are going up. We can do the same thing. We could do the same thing tomorrow morning, and have been doing the same thing with ROI. But there's a group of people in this business that don't believe that you can measure what we do. Chairmen like that. The other thing that I think is a phenomenon in our business, and it goes to this 2 groups. The group that is reporting to CEOs. The CEOs of most companies understand what we do and don't need for us to prove it to them. They understand it intuitively, that if we do this, we show a good reputation, we protect the reputation, that means money to them. It means they're going to make money or save money or whatever. Downward in an organization, there's not the same confidence and understanding and support for what we do. And they want data. The head of marketing, if you're reporting to the head of marketing, or the head of the CFO, wants data from the person reporting to them. They want return on investment. Now you can create that, and there's academics who have figured out ways to do that. But that's really the difference. It has more to do with the difference in where you report and the people who actually end up reporting here and people reporting here. And that's basically what the survey said.